you can win $32,000 on the turn of a card on Card Shark. And if you play your cards right, you can win this beautiful Pontiac Firebird. And now, the host of Card Shark, Bill Rafferty.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Gene. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. This is the game, of course, where you could win $32,000 on the turn of a single card or that brand new, beautiful Pontiac Firebird back there. You'd love to have that under the tree, wouldn't you? Let's get started today. I am in the holiday spirit, and I want to give away a lot of loot. Let's meet our dealers. Here they come right now. Here come Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Nice looking out. Nice looking out. What is the top? What is that? That's
gold lame.
Gold lame.
Crepe skirts.
Crepe skirts. We should say something about the set. We are in the holiday spirit right now. We've got it decorated for everybody here in the studio and at home. Let's get started right now. Let's deal out our cards. Let's meet our card sharks. Hello, Bill. Hello. Bill is our champion. Introduce yourself, Bill.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bill Smarich, originally from West Hartford, Connecticut, now living in California, and I've been married 6 months today.
6 months today.
What
a nice anniversary for you to be celebrating, especially now that he has $12,798 in his pocket. Not a bad way to do it. Well, hello, Karen.
Hi, Bill. How are you?
Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Karen Scott. I'm in computer sales. I love to play sports, and I really want to win today in Card Sharks.
Well, I wish you good luck. I wish both
Christmas.
my contestants good luck. Karen, by the way, has an X in front of her name, which means she has already one game on her side of the board, and she's putting some pressure on our champion. He's got to win this game to stay in it. Let me just remind everybody about our prize cards in the deck. We have got a trip to Portugal worth $5,000. We've got a motorcycle over $1,700. Lot of loot, lot of loot. Second game, first question about to begin right now, and this, get ready for this. This is our audience poll question, and this question involves 10 department store Santa Clauses, and we are sorry to all the folks at home that we couldn't have the real Santa here, but as you can imagine, at this time of year, the gentleman is quite busy, so we've got these 10 people who work as Santa's helpers, and they're here to help us. Come on up, please. Here come our Santas. Okay, Karen, this question is for you. Before the show, we asked these 10 Santas, are you a woman?
Are you a woman?
How many of these 10 Santas are women?
Golly. Boy, that's a tough one. Let's see.
It's even liberated up at the North Pole, I guess.
Well, judging by their beards, let's see. No, I'm just... I would say 2.
2.
2.
Bill, what do you think?
Higher.
You're going higher than 2?
Yes.
Higher than 2. Crowd agrees. Crowd agrees. The actual number of these Santas who are women is 2. Is right on the button. Right on the button. So,
2.
that means that Karen is off to an excellent start because she got our audience poll question correct. That means that she will get $100. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you very much.
And now, which one? Let me see the 2 who are women. Where are they? Santa's helpers. Oh, look at that. That's Santa number 1 and Santa number 10. Santa number 10. Let me hear you say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that sounds like Santa to me. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Santas. Have a seat. Let's get started over here with the game. All right, Karen. Here's your base card. You can change it if you like. It's a 7.
Change it, please.
All right. That 7 now becomes a 9.
Lower.
This is lower than a 9. We have got $500. It is certainly Christmas time around here. So $500 goes on Karen's side of the board. Lacey's putting it up right now. And let's take a look now. We're still going
lower.
Lower than a 9. It is a 4.
Let's go higher.
Higher than a 4. It is an 8.
Lower. Come on.
Lower than an ace. It is an 8.
Freeze.
Whoa. Was that fast? She says freeze right there. And when we come back, we're going to pick it up right after this commercial message. Stick around. We're having fun now. We're back. And if you take a look at the board right now, you can see Karen has jumped out to a big lead over Bill. Bill, you got to get in this one. Get in this one quickly, or I have a feeling it is the land of parting gifts for you, sir. Here we go. Here's the question. We surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, have you ever phoned a woman for a date, but then suddenly realized you had called the wrong one? How many bachelors admitted they have done that?
Well, I know a couple times that I have called, and it was another person's friend. I got it through a friend of mine's in their phone number, and it wasn't really them. So I think it's going to be still kind of a middle number around 33.
33. Karen, higher or lower?
Oh, I don't know. Bachelors, they like to juggle a lot of girls. And I would think, they get out the little black book and they flip through. It's like, was it Sally? Was it Phyllis? I think it'll be a little higher.
You're going a little bit higher than 33.
A little bit higher.
That's interesting. The actual number of bachelors who have called the wrong woman for a date is 21. It is not higher. It is lower. It is lower. Bill. So, Bill gets a break here. Let's look at the base card. Good card,
Oh,
Jack.
I'll keep that card lower.
This is lower than a jack right now. There is a motorcycle.
Oh, beautiful.
The prize cards I mentioned right at the top of the show. That's a new motorcycle. That goes on Bill's side of the board. Let's replace that and recap the bet here.
Still lower.
Lower than a jack, he says. Here's a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. It is a 6. So that means that, Karen, you get a free shot at the cards right now, and you're working off this 8. And who knows
Lower.
what's going to happen right now?
Lower.
Lower than an 8 for the match, and $500 on her side of the board. No! Ooh, the cards, the cards, the cards. Let's go to our next question, and it is for Karen. Educated guess. Think about this one. How many years ago did the first jet plane fly?
45.
40, right?
Just because I think, I don't know, I've only been flying since 56.
In 56.
No, I'd say 45 years.
You're going 45
Yeah.
years. Right. So I'm pretty sure about that. What do you think, Bill? Higher or lower?
Well, I still think the plane has been around much longer, even the flight itself. So I'm going to go a little bit higher.
A little bit higher than 45. The actual number of years ago the first jet plane flew is 47. It is a little bit higher. It is a little bit higher. Very interesting. I love those educated guess questions. Here's your jack, Bill.
I'm going to keep that jack, and I'm going to go lower.
He says lower than a jack again. Here's a 5.
Higher than the 5.
Higher than a 5. We have a king.
Lower than the king.
Lower than a king. We've got a 4.
Higher than the 4.
He wants to tie it up. He did it. You did what you had to do. You did what you had to do. Wonderful. I thought when she got the free shot at the 8 that you were out the door, but no, you've tied it up right now, and Lacey and Susanna have just jumped right out here right now, and they're going to set up the board for our tiebreaker, and because it is the tiebreaker, of course, we've got a 3-card game, maximum of 3 questions right now. Bill, question is for you, sir. We surveyed 100 newlywed men who are over the age of 65, and we asked them, did you kiss your wife on the first date? How many newlywed senior citizen men said they did kiss their wife on the first date?
Well, I think men are men, and I know I kissed my wife on the first date, and I'm not 65, but I still think it's going to be a very high number. And I'm going to go with 61.
61. Higher or lower, Karen?
Well, I would think that, the older people are sometimes a little more conservative, and they might like to court people like they did when they were younger. So I'm going to say that number is just a little bit lower.
A little bit lower.
Yeah.
I'm going higher than 61. I'm going higher. The actual number of newlywed senior citizen men who kissed their wife on the first date is 67. It is higher. Woo! It is. I think Bill summed it up when he said men are men. Okay. Bill, here's your card. Tell me what you want to do. It is a 4.
Oh, I'm going to keep that card. I'm going to go higher.
He says higher than a 4. It is a 10.
And 10, I'm going to go lower.
He's going for it.
I'm
he
going
says
for
lower
it.
than a 10 for the motorcycle and the match. No! So, Karen gets a free shot at the cards and must play from this card. It is a 6.
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 6?
Higher than a 6.
It is a 3. Ooh, nasty card. Don't they know it's Christmas? Don't these cards realize that it's the holiday season? Let's go on right now. This is a question for you, Karen. We surveyed 100 single women, and we asked them, have you ever ended up hating a man you once loved? How many single women said they have ended up hating a man they once loved?
Well, based on experience here, I have to say I have one of those in my past. I'd say that'd probably be a pretty high number, probably about 65.
65. Bill, higher or lower?
Well, I know a couple times that I've gone out and we've had some bitter fights and whatever, and we ended in bad notes, but I still think it's going to be a little bit lower.
A little bit lower than 65. The crowd is in it now. The actual number of single women who have ended up hating a man they once loved is 45. It is lower. It is lower. Here we go, Bill.
I'm going to keep that card again. I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 4? It is a 3.
Oh.
Wow. Tough cards. Karen.
Well, I'm going to have to still go higher.
She says higher than a 6. It is a 4. Can you believe this? Listen, we're going to try and sort out our own problems right here with these cards. Right after this commercial message, we're going to be back with sudden death. Welcome back, everybody. Very exciting game taking place right now. We are in the tiebreaker, and it is sudden death time. And this is going to be fun because we have our audience poll question coming up. And this one involves 10 6th grade boys from the Pinecrest School in Sherman Oaks. Come on up, fellas. All of them. Look at them. Handsome fellas, too. Good-looking group of guys, and I can tell you they know how to eat lunch because they just had lunch, these fellas, and they woofed it down. Okay, this is a very important question, and this one goes to Bill. Before the show, we asked these 10 6th grade boys, have you ever opened a Christmas present early and then rewrapped it so your parents wouldn't know you peeked? Is the Pope Polish, she says. How many of these 10 boys admitted they have done that?
Well, I know my mother used to hide all the time in the closet, and we knew it, and we used to go in there and sneak and anything else we can do. So I think it's going to be a high number. I'm going to go with 7.
You're going with 7. Karen, what do you think?
Maybe parents are getting a little smarter, and maybe they don't always hide the presents all in the same place. My mother got sick of hiding them in the closet because we never rewrapped them. I'd say a little lower.
A little bit lower? Remember that? Do you remember? Everybody's done it. The only thing I remember is when you found them. You go, look at this. Go, give me, look, I got him, I got him. The actual number of these 6th grade boys who have opened a Christmas present early and then rewrapped it is 2. It is lower. It is lower.
Good guys.
Let me find out who these 2 culprits are. Raise your hands, gentlemen. Which 2 did it? Oh, look at this. Harold and Andy. Huh? Harold, when did you do this last? Tell me the story here.
Well, there was a big present in the closet. I wanted to see what it was, so I cracked it a little, I gripped it a little, and then I looked in, and it was an Atari.
It was an Atari? Then you rewrapped it up?
Yeah.
Did your mother catch it?
No.
No, she didn't. Oh, you sneak. Well, now she knows. Right now, you know. Okay. Have a seat, gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right, Karen, you have a decision to make. You want to play or you want to pass?
And I want to change that card.
She says she wants to go for it. We're going to change that 6. That 6 now becomes a queen.
All right, let's go lower.
Lower than a queen, it is a jack.
And lower again.
Lower than a jack for the game, the match, and $500. It is. Well, Bill, I wish it was a better anniversary. Thank you very much. I wish it was a better... Anyway, you're going out the door, sir, with $12,798.
That's not bad at all. Thank you very much. Thank you
so much. Come here, Karen. Come here, Karen. That was a tough decision. That was, you know, he was working off a 4. So you wanted to change and go.
That's
you
right.
did. You wanted to do it. Anyway, we're going to go on right now and play the money cards. And here comes Susanna and Lacey to deal out the money cards. You know how to do that.
Yes.
All right. But in addition to all the money you can win, we have added a joker to the deck. And anytime that joker turns up in the money card, you're going to have a chance at winning that brand new, really nicely wrapped Pontiac Firebird right back there.
Christmas
Wouldn't that nice?
Right.
Love to find that under the tree, wouldn't you? And to guarantee you a chance at winning that car, because you are a champion, we're going to give you a joker, and Susanna's holding it right now. So you got a definite shot at the car. Let's get started right now. Let's get Karen $200. Work those cards, young lady, and make some money. Let's look at your base card. It is a jack. 200 on a jack.
I'll bet 200 lower.
200 lower than a jack. It is a joker.
Oh, well, I'd like to keep the joker.
Absolutely, you're going to keep the joker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it off over here to Susanna, so she'll hold it for you. Let's replace this and go again and recap your bet, please. You're working off a jack with $200.
We'll go 200 lower.
200 lower than a jack. It is a 9. 400 on a 9.
I'd like to change that 9 to number 2.
Number 2. Thank you, Lacey. Let's get some good cards up here. A king.
Oh.
400 on a king.
400 lower.
400 lower than a king. It is a deuce. 800.
I'll bet it all higher.
All of it.
Yes.
$800 higher than a 2. It is a 4.
All right. Okay.
Take a breath. You've
Okay.
got $1,600. We're going to bring you up to the second level and give you 400 more. You've got $2,000 on a 4.
I'll bet all of it higher.
You're going all of it.
All of it higher.
All of it.
All of it.
This lady is going for the gusto. You ever bet $2,000?
Never.
Never.
But now, yeah.
$2,000 higher than a 4. Yeah. $4,000 on a jack.
Well, let's see here. I'll bet. What do I have?
$4,000 on a jack.
I'll bet $3,500 lower.
$3,500.
Lower.
This is a $7,000
I know.
$3,500 lower than a jack. It is.
Oh my God.
$7,500.
Let's change that card. Let's change that card with number 3.
Number 3. Okay,
Oh
let's
my
get some help
God.
up here. We've got a 6. We now have a 5.
5.
7,500 on a 5.
I'll bet 6,000 higher.
6,000
higher.
$6,000 higher than a 5. It is. Now, you've got $13,500. You must wager at least half your money on this bet.
I want to change the card with number 1.
Okay. You know
Oh
now
my
that
God.
you have to wager at least $6,750 on this card. A jack.
I'll bet 10,000 lower.
10,000.
10,000 lower.
This is $10,000 lower than a jack. It is!
Oh my God.
You know how much money?
No, I have
You
no
have any
idea.
idea?
It's $24,000.
Woo!
Oh my God.
You are like ice. Unbelievable. When we come back after this commercial message, this young lady has 2 jokers and a Pontiac Firebird. We'll be right back. Yes, she's got 2 jokers, right? Here we are. We're back here with a new champ. Karen's got $24,100 in her pocket, and Susanna is holding 2 jokers, which means that, Karen, you will have 2 chances at winning this brand new car, Gene.
A new Pontiac Firebird, the car that's ready to prove its Pontiac performance title whenever you are. The legendary Firebird only from Pontiac. We build excitement worth over $14,000.
Oh, I know. It's hard to figure it out. Now, let me tell you what you have to do right now, Karen. You've got 2 jokers. In front of you are 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. Find it with a joker, and I will put that car under your Christmas tree. Go to it.
Oh my
Go
gosh.
do it.
Here we go.
All right. She's picking number 4, and she's picking number 7. Any reason here?
Whenever I've watched this show, I always pick 4 and 7, and I've won 2 cars.
You
so
won 2
today
cards?
is it.
Okay. All right. I hope. Let's hope the word car is behind number 4. What a Merry Christmas it will be. No. No. No, it's not. So we got one more chance. Let's get to it right now. She says she watches all the time. She's won 2 cards. No. No. Do you know where it was? Right here, number 6, right next to it. Hey, what a champ. You got $24,000, and you have to face another challenger right now. Go on over there and get behind your podium. And let's meet Max. Come on out, Max.
Hi, Max.
How are you, Karen? How are you?
Hey, Max, how are you, sir? Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Max Bendich. I'm 71 years old. I'm from the Bronx, New York. And this is my 45th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations, Max. You've cut your cards backstage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's just remind everybody we got some prize cards in the deck. We got a trip to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico in there. Susanna's dealing out the cards for our next game. Let's get started right now. First question always goes to the champ. Karen, we surveyed 100 New York City policemen, and we asked them, have you ever been arrested? How many policemen admitted they have been?
You know, a lot of times I think, you see the movies and so on, there's a lot of people who have become, cops and they're bad guys. I don't know. And I would say, though, that's still a pretty low number, like 22.
22. Max, higher or lower, sir?
I say higher, sir. I say about higher.
Higher. You're just going to go higher than 22.
Right.
The actual number of policemen who have been arrested is 2. It is not higher, it is lower. Well, that's a good statistic. I'm glad we got that. Anyway, Karen, it's your choice now. Tell me what you want to do. It is a 3.
Higher. Higher.
It goes higher than a 3. It is a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It is a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. It is an ace. Lower than an ace for game number 1. You got it. That's how quickly it happens when you get to those cards. We're going to be back with game number 2 right after this commercial. We're going to see you tomorrow on Card Sharks. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.